Hi everybody, welcome to my latest video. I'm hiding in the shade because the weather has taken a turn for the hotter and it's kind of brutal already. It's only 9 in the morning and things are about to heat up. Perhaps you can hear some tools in the background. That's Sinead over yonder working with some friends on her yurt deck, and that's almost finished. So that's all very exciting. The yurt build is going to be compiled into one big video, but I'll keep you updated here and there, step by step. We're hoping to have it up late next week, so that'll be really fun to share that. I can actually see it from this lookout point, so Sinead is very close, and I have to say I feel so lucky to have her here. She's one of my best friends, and she's a person that has probably the most in common with me. We share so many interests, and we work really well together as well, so it's going to be wonderful to build this sort of little life together in the valley, build up our projects, and spend a lot of time working together on everything we do. So I feel incredibly lucky and fortunate to have her here. I'm also very happy to have her here because she chipped in this video on finishing the compost toilet. I would have been doing this thing forever, but she helped out and we got it done fairly quickly, finished it off, and that's what you'll see in this video. We're happy with the results. It's a temporary structure, it's a bit wobbly, but it'll do the job of concealing you while you poo. So I'm happy with that and I'm excited to share it. I also give a tour around the garden at the end of the video because we had some rain and everything is going absolutely crazy, including the weeds and the grass, but it also means that the plants and the vegetables and the fruit are all thriving. So I'm very excited to share that with you as well. I really do feel like I'm excited about a lot of things. I need a few more adjectives in my repertoire, but it's just the word that seems to fit. So let's say hello to Mikey. He's down here at my feet, and then we'll get into the video, and I'll see you again at the end. Hi everybody, it's a crazy day. The weather has been kind of bonkers and it's been threatening rain all day, but it hasn't come yet. But we're expecting a pretty big storm to roll in from Spain overnight, so everybody is getting ready to batten down the hatches and prepare for some stormy, rainy, lightning-ingy weather. And I need to do the same, so I'm really hoping to get this compost toilet done finally. Sinead is back and I'm going to enlist her help, and together I'm hoping we can get this thing done, watertight, and cross this job off the list. And working on the compost toilet will be made a little bit more exciting because ants are just everywhere at the moment. All my friends have said that they're swarming their places as well, so it's not just me. They're just all over the place, and I've tried to put a few lines of defense to protect the house because they were in here this morning. I've got bay leaves, I've squirted it with vinegar, and I've got a little line of cinnamon here as well. So plenty of people have given suggestions about ants, and I'm trying those things first. And so far that's working to keep them out of the house, but we'll be working over here outside, and they're around. I don't see too many over here right now, so that's a good sign. I've got the frame of the toilet, the front part of it, down on the ground, and Sinead and I are hopefully going to move that into place, get it all attached, make a roof, attach everything together, put some bracing on, wrap it in some tarps, and call it done. So I'm going to go see what Sinead's up to. I think she's having lunch on the deck, and then we'll get started. Hello there.
Greetings.
How's it going?
I'm ready.
You ready for some compost toilet?
I'm ready for some action.
All right.
Yeah.
You look pretty ready for work.
Yeah?
Yes,
yeah.
You do.
It's all in the mind.
Okay, it's all mental. All right.
It's all in the mind.
Well, I'll let you mentally prepare. I'm going to put some things into place, get some tools together, and I'll see you for work very soon. Okay, she's here. She's ready to work. You ready to strip?
Strip? Well, since you've asked so kindly.
Strip the pole.
Strip, strippity, strip, strippity,
Here-
strip, hello.
Here's your weapon of choice.
I have not done this in a few years. Remind me. Oh! Once a stripper, always a stripper.
Well, you enjoy yourself over there.
Thanks, I will.
So the pole is stripped. Sinead is clothed. How was it for you?
I loved it, and I'm just ready for the next pole. Ready for my next pole.
Okay, for now, we're gonna attempt to manhandle this thing into place. I put some brackets on
Woman handle.
to woman handle the thing into place. We've got some brackets ready and waiting. And let's see if we can get this front piece attached. But before we assemble this toilet and get it all finished, this is the current situation. I've got a tarp, and then you have privacy. It's kind of like a vampire situation, but it's been working for the past couple days, and it's better than nothing. But now, let's finish this thing so I don't have to poop in fear. Tilt it up and try to get it into this space. And then just kind of shift it along, and then go behind the branch. Yeah? Ready?
Yeah.
So,
Is this the outside part?
no, we want it the other way, actually. Good point.
You have a pipe.
I have a pipe in the way.
No problem.
There you go. Okay. So, do you want to drill and I'll hold?
The tree's
Or do
gonna
you want
hold.
to hold and I'll drill?
It looks the tree is helping
Oh,
you.
look at that. Thanks, big tree. Oh, oh, it's even more straight than it was before.
Oops.
So I used these smaller braces because I couldn't find the actual braces I wanted to use, and they were here all along. That's very annoying.
The universe didn't want the big braces in
It
there.
didn't want the big braces.
It wanted the small ones.
Okay. All right, small braces it is. So next up, let's walk a piece of wood across here.
Holding?
Holding. So the frame is up. Definitely needs some more bracing, but she's vertical. She's secure. And unfortunately, this fig branch is in the way, and this is quite treacherous for people of average to tall height, unlike myself. So Sinead is going to lop the branch off up there.
Sorry, tree.
Sorry, fig branch, but
Sorry. You're beautiful,
it's got to happen.
but you're dangerous. Timber! You're beautiful.
Bye-bye. It's sad to see a good fig branch go, but it's nice to see treachery and eye-pokingness
Out of the way.
out of the way.
Yeah, for sure.
So, next step, let's get some pieces. Let's get a piece on this way.
Yeah.
Let's brace it on one side this way, and then we'll think about the roof. Yeah? Okay. Don't be a hero, Sinead. Let me hold it for you. Go on.
It's not going in though.
Isn't it? Oh, the drill bit sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. Want to get another one? This is definitely a case where you can blame the tools. Let me get a different bit.
It's actually Shaza.
It's pretty crappy. Oh, let me.
Yeah.
Okay, give this one a try. I don't know if it's any better,
You know what?
but it's not going to be worse.
Can't be any worse, exactly. Can't be any worse.
Moment of truth. Are you going the right way? I think you might. No, you were.
I was going the right way, yeah.
Yeah, you were. How dare I question you? I apologize.
no. Okay.
I think it might be time to invest in some more drill bits.
Looking just enough.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
let's get the sharp chainsaw blade away from your
Go
face.
on, go on, I can get it in.
Hang on a second.
You don't like that?
No, let's just move this.
Not your thing?
No. There we go. Okay. Somewhere around there?
No, somewhere around there.
Okay, let's do it.
Got it?
Found the piece. Oh, it's a fine noise.
Fine, fine.
High five! Ah, she's a fine,
She is a...
dirty,
She's fine. Poo
wobbly.
hole. Fine
section.
poo hole. Fine poo hole.
All it has to do is hold a tarp, and we're gonna put some pieces across the top. I'm sanding those now, and then we will be able to poop without fear. Hi!
Heidi, Heidi, Heidi ho, Heidi, Heidi, Heidi ho. That's the workerman's song.
It was more than asked for, but
It's the worker woman's song.
but I appreciate it.
Yep. I don't know where that song came from.
Nor I.
I'm using my right hand.
A dysfunctional right hand. Well done.
Good job.
Well done.
Good job, right hand. Well done.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a fine wall system if ever I saw one. Maybe we want to, yeah, I guess, have it go down over the pallet.
Yeah, the rain will.
It's like we planned it that way.
But didn't we? We had lengthy
Well-
discussions on this, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yes. I might do the top.
Okay. The roof pieces are sanded, and I've clamped them into a very strange contraption, and that's because this started as a chainsaw build, and I'd like to continue along those lines. So I'm going overkill, and I'm going to be cutting these guys with this guy. Hi. Hi. Bye. So this is the door idea. What are we doing?
So,
What do you need from me?
no, I need your opinions.
Okay.
So, the hinging mechanism.
Uh-huh.
Staple this tarp. Roll
Yeah.
it a little bit so it's like really embedded into the tarp.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then over here, if I get something that just like another stick that sticks onto this
Yeah.
upwards,
Uh-huh.
so it makes like a U. And
Yeah.
then this comes over and then
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
okay. That's my idea.
I love it.
This here might be a weakness, but I'll do some staple magic
Uh-huh.
and it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And this is not, as you can probably tell, a permanent structure.
Oh really?
So the toilet is underway, and the cats
Meow.
are gonna also make use of the compost toilet. Sinead is currently making them a little ramp to get from here across, meow, 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 and then into the shower door, window slash cat hole. So things are looking good. And I'm working on making the roof pieces. I've been doing this for a little while, sanding them and stuff. And over here, I think we've discovered the source of the chaos and treachery. So the ants are on a rampage. They're everywhere. I'm definitely not wearing appropriate footwear for ants. but I refuse to put on shoes because it's too hot. And I'm just persevering. So we're on the final stages, Sinead.
We sure are.
And
Sure are.
it's quite exciting. It's very blue. It's very blue.
Et voila.
Et voila!
If I was a cat, I'd be all over this.
Like a cat.
Yes.
Whee!
That was all down to my chin.
The chin holding method. I think we're both ready for this to be done. What do you think?
I concur with you.
Last screw. It's all very exciting. Fig tree thinks so. The chin hold. All right. High five. Can I help you in some way?
Not quite yet.
Oh, there we go.
Just
I feel like I'm being helpful.
I'm just laying at the moment.
Okay.
Like a chicken.
It's looking lovely. Like a chicken. There you go.
Thank you.
Where have you been all day? Huh? What's happening over there? We made you a little new cat ramp. See? It's a new place for you to hang out at the back of the toilet. Isn't that exciting? It's pretty exciting.
Look at that.
Final staple?
Would you look at that? Okay.
Ah, that was absolutely required that that one went in there. And it's beautiful. So we have made a compost toilet that could double as a sauna, which possibly isn't the best combination, but it's temporary.
No, but it has ventilation.
It has ventilation.
It has a cat run.
It's beautiful. I love it.
No, the door is the door. This is how the door works.
The door is the door.
Yeah, the door is the door. Click up there. And
This is great.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. Finished.
Dance done.
I have to say, I really like the roof. I think the walls can be upgraded.
You know, I love it. I love it. You know what we need?
High five.
A high five, you say? We can do better than that.
We can do.
Let's do this.
Look at the elbow. Look at the elbow.
Yeah? Yeah, we got this. So, we've made a compost toilet.
We sure have.
Better. It's better building with friends. I would have been doing this for the next 75 to 85 years, I think.
I actually believe it.
Yeah.
I actually believe it, yeah.
Yeah, I think you are the tarp queen. We've established this, so...
Skill I never knew I had.
Yeah, you know, you learn a new thing
Seamstress.
every day.
Yeah.
And I'm impressed. And are you excited to have a poo? I know I am. Anyway, we're tired, so goodbye. This has been the compost toilet build.
Goodbye.
Okay, the toilet is done. Rain prep has also been done. We've got a big storm rolling in tonight, and I have put stuff into the polytunnel, thus making it even more messy than it was before. This is definitely on my list of things to do. I need to clean this thing. So Sinead and I are gonna have so much, ooh, lovely morning glory. That's an amazing color. So Sinead and I are gonna get cleaned up and head into another little village nearby for a well-deserved beer and a burger for my birthday, because today's my birthday, and the gift that I wanted from Sinead was help with the compost loo, and we got it done. So it's gonna be a really lovely reward. My camera battery died, so I have no footage of the delicious burgers we had, but a fun time was had by all, and it was a wonderful way to spend my birthday. Even though the weather was terrible, the rain was crazy, and it drizzled the whole next day as well. But the good news is the compost toilet is watertight, and that worked as planned. And as an added bonus, the garden is happy, the trees are happy, and the landscape got a nice soaking, which is always wonderful going into the long, hot summer. Good morning. The sun is back in a big way, and after all of those crazy rains, the garden has gone completely insane, and I've got a lot of stuff to show you. There's a lot of life down there. I've been harvesting food from the garden for quite a while, and I think there's even more stuff down there. So I've got a bowl at the ready. I'm excited to go down to the garden and see what there is to harvest. But first, you can see that I've got some chaos happening out here. I've got some stuff outside, and I'm ready to tear this thing apart. Cleaning the polytunnel has been something I've been talking about for months, and it's got to serious levels, and it's time to get it done. And that's because I've got another polytunnel on the way, and so I'll be able to move all of the plumbing stuff, all of the garden tools and supplies into the polytunnel that will be down on my lower terrace. So that's been delivered. It just needs to be assembled, and then hopefully very soon, this will be an actual usable space. So before we hit the garden, you'll notice I have sort of a pool cover. It's one of those shade sail things, and it's 2 meters by 2 meters. And it's adequate, but it's a weird shape. The corners kind of fan out, and it goes in on a slant or on a curve on the sides, so it's not ideal, but I'm hoping I can find a way to make it work, or that my seamstress friend can make adjustments so that it fits perfectly, because I think it'll do a really nice job. Before we go to the garden, I just want you to take a look at this lime tree. It's doing amazingly well for being in a pot. It's probably the best lime tree I have going, so it's pretty amazing because I haven't really added any fertilizer or anything into the mix. And yeah, it's just sitting in this bucket. So I've had a lot of success with trees in these buckets. And I just use a mix of compost from my garden and some soil from the shop and a little bit of horse manure. So far so good, and I'm really excited for when this thing gives me lemons, because I'm gonna make some, when it gives me limes, because I'm gonna make some lime pickle to go with my lemon pickle that I made before. So this space is looking great, I love it. Less great is how this space looks here. So these are things that I'm definitely going to put into the new polytunnel once I get that set up. And I'm hoping to have this entire space nice and clear, because right now it's a total disaster. And this guy is a lemon on the way, but this branch should probably go at least to here, so I can actually walk down this path without getting attacked by it. All right, so we've got a lot of stuff going on in the garden. Let's start with the jalapenos. Wow, okay, this is actually a surprise. This plant is really small, but it looks like I've got several jalapenos on the way. I'm not gonna harvest them yet. I'm probably gonna wait until I have enough to do a few jars all at once. But this is a plant that's been overwintered, whereas most of the rest of them are new this season. So this is a new one, this is a new one. They're both looking really good. They've got some babies on the way, same as this one, and this one's looking really tall. Again, they're just in pots, so it's pretty impressive. And then the one that I overwintered over here doesn't actually even look like a jalapeno plant. That just looks like something different, but it's got some babies on the way as well. And then I've got some more over here that aren't doing as much. I've got a banana plant that looks pretty happy. I've got some more comfrey on the way. I just harvested these, and the leaves have already grown back, which is really amazing. I probably harvested them last week. We've got some spring onions in here, all neglected. So maybe I'll weed these and eat some of them because they're delicious. I've got loads and loads of grapes. This part up here is going insane, and this is without any attention at all. I never pay these grapes any mind. I don't even know where the actual root part is. They just kind of grow like crazy, and as you can see, there's loads of them on the way. So that's good news, because my land hasn't really produced so many grapes. I get all the grapes from Sandra's place, So if I can add some grapes into the mix from my place, that means more wine for us, which is always a good thing. And I'm wondering about the jalapenos, whether I should move them into a sunnier spot. I've moved a few of the plants over here so they get more sun throughout the day. I have a feeling jalapenos really like sun, and I might move some more of them over. This is a very beleaguered raspberry plant. It's in a pot, not doing so well, but I've definitely not given it much attention. It's got some new babies on the way, so I might try to decide on a location for the raspberry plants, a permanent location, and stick them in the ground, because I'm not sure pots are really the optimal place to put them. Looks like we've got lots of ant action in the garden as well. They've always been over in this area. There's a big nest somewhere around here. I've put more black fabric down, but after the rains, as you can see, this little gap has had weeds pop up basically instantly. Stuff is just growing like mad, and I don't want to see weeds, so I'll have to get another little piece of black fabric down in this little section here to stop that. The grapefruit tree is doing really well. It's only been in the ground for a couple of weeks, but it seems happy. And the comfrey that I planted there and then harvested. No, this is actually comfrey that I separated out from the other comfrey, and it looks like it's doing well. It's sprung to life, and that's nice to see. So that's good news. And then over here I have a really weedy cucumber bed. I've been trying to stay on top of the weeds, but it's quite difficult with all the rain we've had and how busy I am all the time. But it doesn't take much to do my mom proud and pull them out as I see them. But this is a cucumber plant, and as you can see, I've got a few on the way. This is called a Restina cucumber, and I don't like them as much because they've got really small, I don't know, spiky things, and they're quite painful when you touch them. And the other one is bush pickle, which has larger spiky things, but they're not quite as painful. You can kind of brush them off from the side. So these plants are doing okay. Not as good as the ones in my other bed, which I'll show you in a minute though. The tomatoes are doing absolutely fabulously. I could probably harvest some and make some green tomato pickles, which I love, but I think I'll just leave them for now and wait for them all to turn luscious and red. We've got more weeds here. I need to figure out a way to move this rock. I might split it up and cart it away. But I've got some purple basil, thriving. I think this might be borage, which I got from a friend. This is some kale, doing well. And the thing that seems to be thriving the most in this garden is these insane sunflowers. That is well over 2 meters tall. And then I have this mini sunflower forest over here, which is incredible. I love it. I love sunflowers. I'd like to plant even more. I would love to have a massive forest of sunflowers. I can't imagine anything that would bring more joy than just seeing these lovely things every day in forest form. I love seeing these all rising above my garden, and I think they look great. And yeah, they're just lovely, just amazing. Over here we have a weedy nightmare, and I've had some sunflowers just kind of pop up here and there, but I've decided to leave them. I've also left a few in the garden path. Got some blueberries going on. They're super tasty. And over in my hugelkultur bed, I've got some lettuce action. It's bolted. I've got a few more to harvest, and these are onions. The strawberries are doing okay, but it does seem like something gets to them before I can, so they seem to get munched before I have a chance to actually eat them. But I think I spotted something red down here. Yeah, so there's a few there, but they're not looking massively amazing. I've got some weeding to do in this bed as well. And over here we have another sunflower. We've got some Thai basil in amongst the weeds. I need to put cardboard down in this bed and some straw. I just haven't got around to it. Parsley's looking amazing. This is a goji berry, and it's thriving a lot more than the one over here, which seems a little bit neglected and sad. Lavender's doing well. It looks like it's bringing in the bees. You can see those guys buzzing around there, which is always nice to see. And then more comfrey. As I said, I chopped these leaves off, I don't know, a couple weeks ago maybe, and they're back. Got some New Zealand spinach. I got this from a friend. And the plums, they're actually ripening on the tree and starting to split. So I'm probably going to use these ones for the plum sauce that I'm going to make with my friend Kimberly in a couple of days. And the rest of the plums that I've already harvested have ripened up really nicely in the bags. And I'll probably use those ones for the plum wine that I'm going to attempt. So everything's looking good. This is some broccoli, I think. This is a miscellaneous tree, unknown tree. Broccoli, broccoli, broccoli. This kiwi could definitely use some attention. This is a madrono tree. I planted it for privacy and it's doing amazingly well. Got some path sunflowers. Got a kiwi that's doing a little bit better than the other one. And in general, the garden is looking fabulous. That's really weird. I don't remember harvesting these carrots at all, so I must have harvested them and left them and forgot to pick them up. So I'll get those and take them up, but I've got more carrots on the way, and those are actually looking pretty good. Harvesting root vegetables is one of my favorite things. I just love the surprise of it all. I had a bunch of beets, and I love pulling them out. I love it when you find a nice big beet or a nice big carrot. Oftentimes they're just small and dinky, but when you get the big ones, it's very satisfying. I've also got some green beans down here, so I'm going to harvest these up and cook them. I've actually ended up harvesting a whole bunch of green beans this year already, and I'll probably have those for dinner in some form or another. I would love to grow more green beans and pickle them because they're delicious, but I haven't ever had success with them. So seeing this success, this could be a good spot for them. Maybe I'll get more in the ground, and next year I'll be able to get enough to pickle. Got more zucchinis on the way. The zucchinis go crazy here. It's always funny this time of year when everyone has zucchinis and everyone's trying to foist them off on someone else. Either friends arrive with a whole basket of zucchinis, or they've brought zucchini cake, or who knows what, but then so have I. So zucchinis are just flying around the place left and right, and it's a wonderful time of the year. Who doesn't love a zucchini? So this tree seems quite happy, but doesn't seem to be producing so many limes. Maybe I need to give it a prune because they're kind of hard to see. There's a few on here, a few on the way, some flowers, but it's definitely not as far along, or it definitely doesn't have as much limes as the other tree in the pot, which is kind of surprising because this tree does look very happy, but I do feel like I could probably prune out the middle a bit more and give it some air. And as with the other comfrey, this stuff has sprung back to life in a matter of weeks, which just kind of blows my mind, really. It was chopped right down to the stump, and now it's back with a vengeance. The asparagus is doing well. I've harvested a few asparagus, a few asparagus. There's another one on the way. It's amazing how quickly this grows. That'll probably be ready to harvest in a couple of days. I've got some more Thai basil. I really like to cook Thai food, Asian food in general, and then I've got more green beans. And I'm guessing this is a bush variety of bean rather than a climbing variety. I feel like I like the climbing variety a bit better, although part of it is climbing, so you know what? I really don't know. I don't remember what I actually planted here. And then I've got more Thai basil, some peppers that aren't doing so well, more kale. I've harvested the kale already. I've been eating it. It's delicious. I love this stuff. And then over here, more weeds, but I'm gonna plant a passion fruit vine, maracuja, and hopefully have it climb kind of around, maybe that way as well. The flowers are beautiful, and I think this could be a good spot for it. I'll have to build the bed up a little bit because this is sitting on a rock, but I'm pretty sure the roots are shallow, so it should be a good place for that. And then we've got horseradish going absolutely nuts, and that's because I still have a leak from the tank, and it's keeping the horseradish and the lilies nice and well watered, which is okay. The tank hasn't been affected. It's still filling up, and that's really all I care about. I've got some regular basil. I'm definitely going to make some pesto soon. I've been eating this as well. I think this could be a green or red pepper plant. Same with that. And then this, I think, is an eggplant. So I've never grown eggplants before. I'm really excited to get that going and to see what it looks like and to harvest. More tomatoes. And the cherry tree is also looking really happy in its garden bed. So things are good, life is good. And this is the main cucumber area. I've got lots of cucumbers on the way. I've already harvested loads. So I'm gonna get the bowl out and take plenty of these and probably make more pickles. I really do need to give these cucumbers a prune. I've never pruned cucumbers in my life. I've always talked about it, but never done it. It seems a little intimidating once you let it get to the stage, but I'm gonna get in there and give it a cut back because it makes it really hard to see the cucumbers when it's overgrown like this. I think the dill has seen better days. It's gone to seed, but I did harvest them and I made a delicious dill and zucchini soup. And it was amazing, and I think that concludes the garden tour. So there's loads of very exciting things happening down here in the garden. I love this time of year. The tomatoes are just coming good, and there's lots of other stuff on the way, and I've been eating from the garden for probably 3 weeks or so now. So I'm happy that I have a garden this year that's slightly smaller, and I have a lot more variety than I have in the past. Previously, I really only grew peppers, tomatoes, and basil, and maybe a couple other things that I forget. So I love it. I love the sunflower forest. I love that they're going absolutely insane. And I'm excited to get some passion fruit in the ground. The garden seems to be taking care of itself mostly. I'll get some more black fabric down and hopefully that'll stop the weeds. So this is my garden. That was the compost toilet. I had loads of fun working on that with Sinead, and the garden has been a lot of work, but I'm really excited to see that it's thriving and to finally reap the rewards and eat some delicious homegrown food and enjoy some nice meals and process some stuff into other things as well. I'm gonna make some pesto. I'm gonna possibly pickle some green beans if I get more. And as I mentioned, I'll make some plum sauce, plum wine hopefully, and a whole bunch of other things as well. So that's a wrap on this video. It's been a good one. It's been very productive, I think. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, share it around, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.